today at infinitytimeout.com. Infinity.
All right. So what are we playing tonight? We are starting this out with a little coupon. A little coupon. A little coupon action. This is the... Can you hear me? Yeah. Are we streaming this? Yeah, why not?
Introducing the new Infinity QX80.
This is the guaranteed $109 ticket into the big tournament, so you can use it for whatever you want. It's $11 buy-in, and we are currently third place out of 8 left. I'm just going to show it real quick because, look, top 5 here get tickets, so we just need to outlast half the field. And we're going to do it right now.
Geico Motorcycle. Great rates for great rides.
We're not going to shove now. So this is an example. Like, I want to show you that you're playing not for first place. You're just playing to make a ticket. So fold. Why would I call half my stack on King Queen? So there's no need. And he knows that. So he knows that. So he's playing his position as well. So let's refresh this. We have 8 players.
Better ingredients, better pizza.
It says 8 here out of 48. I'm third, but that's not refreshed.
All right, text me when you get inside. Don't forget. Love you.
Get the Samsung Galaxy S8 they love for a price you'll love.
Yep, I guess it's still third. Okay, so it refreshed. Third place. Take a look around the table. This is the final 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. Final table. So we just have to outlast 4 of these players, and we're going to get a ticket. And we're going to use that ticket just like Bill Pandoff used his ticket. We're going to win like $1,000. So we're betting a little bit of money on Syracuse. We have Syracuse +7. That's going in the background, so you can hear it. Public broadcast, so... Tufts titties.
This matchup between the oldest and youngest basketball coaches tied up at 15 apiece here for Syracuse. You have Jim Boeheim, who's 72.
So I like custom caged. He'd been raising quite a bit, and I'm not going to really press it if he raises. And I'm not going to shove because here sits somebody with 6, 7 big blinds that's probably going to want to call. And Queen 9 shoving here is pretty light.
They look and they're like, hey, that's Coach Padgett playing, and it wasn't that long ago. He was here from 2005 to 2008. Well, Tyus battle for Syracuse.
Yep, that's what happens.
A lot of times Boeheim will be telling stories about players, using them as examples, and he's like, I have no idea who he's talking about because it's so long ago. So two very different.
10-5. 10-5 off. No, thank you.
Leading their teams well here so far, guys.
So I bet $3,300 on the Super Bowl last night. I had the Patriots, and at halftime, as you know, they were losing, so I cashed out my ticket and took a $1,400 loss, which left me with 1901, and I decided to take the 1901 and put it on the Eagles +7. So I turned the 1901 plus 1267. So I just lost a little bit instead of all of it. I was losing it all, man. It was not looking good. Look at this. 7 deuce guy called. I didn't see how much he had.
I wanted business instead of communications.
The Ellises and the Boeheims are teaming up. You were telling me your son is a teammate.
And then there were 7.
Coach Boeheim's son up at Brewster Academy in New Hampshire. Buddy's coming to play for his dad next year. Counted for Ray Spalding. And a chance for a 3-point play and for Padgett's team to reclaim the lead.
Yeah, the ball movement for Louisville at times here in the first half has absolutely been superb.
So as soon as we take down this ticket, we're going to hop into the nightly stud high-low. Stud high-low tournament.
Spalding has become so good at finishing around the basket with either hand.
That was the second foul on Moyer, who came in for Chuku when he went out with 2. So Chuku's back in.
I don't know.
Moyer with a
it's such a crappy spot.
Hall of Fame coach. He might be 73,
I get called. God damn it.
He told me earlier today he is way.
I don't know why a guy would call me.
For about the last 25 years, still very active in Pilates.
Because he has aces.
Of course, with young children, that keeps you young as well.
That's right. Julie's got him on a strict diet as well.
One of the overachievers in
fuck. I thought my...
O'Shea Brissett the dunk. And Syracuse we mentioned earlier at the top of the telescope,
God
Boeheim
damn
says
it.
this is the worst offensive team he's had. But every now and then, in spurts, they make shots, they
Yep.
move the ball. They look like a team that's capable of more.
Yeah, they just don't have that
Shoot.
three-point sniper that they've had over the last 9 years that I've been at ESPN.
Not
Andy
good,
Brown
man.
back
Not
in the
good.
day. Now, they'll have one
Nines.
next
I
year
didn't think
because
that.
Buddy Boeheim
I
could
guess
flat
it's the
out
only way you
shoot it.
call is if you get
Last game
aces.
they played for Brewster Academy. He and my son Walter played together. Had 7 made threes in their last game.
But he did.
But he did.
Coach Boeheim very excited
Shit
about
balls.
the recruiting class
All right.
next year.
Well,
Battle
let's go ahead and
for
hop
another
into a
winning
horse.
goal, and it is just ripped out
Oh
of the
no,
air by
wait, did we miss it?
Spalding. And then he lost it out of bounds. Officials confirming it's going to be ball.
So the 515 was actually canceled because it didn't get enough
Just
players.
moving across the lane, and this kid's got a high ceiling. I think
515
he's gonna
was
be the
canceled
next
because it didn't get enough
Syracuse
players.
star. He's an excellent rebounder, averaging about 9 per game.
That's
Around
crazy.
15 points as well, and I don't think he knows how good he is yet. This kid can absolutely dominate a game.
Canceled.
Just rebounds and elevates with ease. The
Not
outlet
enough
to Adele,
players.
Attacking and a foul. So Louisville will have a chance to go back on top in this back and forth first half on Big Monday, the start of rivalry week. Every announcer's least favorite week because it's difficult to say. And then they add Wendy's to rivalry week, and you get all kinds of
Let's
things.
try to get over here to the.
Elmer Fudd.
You did that really well, by the way.
Trying my best. Always hungry here in the KFC Young Center. Exclamation point included.
You could be like Billis and request some ice cream.
How do I get over to
And the foul difficulty continues
blackjack?
for Syracuse.
Let me get to blackjack.
2 fouls now on Dolezaj. There's Adrian Autry, one of Jim Boeheim's assistants. Staff full of Syracuse graduates among the assistants. Audrey, Alan Griffin, and Jerry McNamara.
All right, let's just get my $11 back off that stupid nines
Red
to
Autry was the
aces.
lead point guard my senior year back 91-92 season at Notre Dame. And talk about big guards that can get a lot done. He was certainly one of those guys.
And what did I cash out for last night? 1907,
Struggles for Dolezaj, and finally he had it flicked away.
1901,
Numbers
35.
for Louisville. They couldn't capitalize. A step back 3 for Dangadell, well short. Then Spalding lucky he wasn't called for a foul on the rebound
Patriots
by Frank
minus. I just had them
Howard.
straight
And
up.
Howard is fouled.
So last night I bought in for
Super Tuesday, that'll be tomorrow.
33.77,
Follows Monday,
and I
presented
cashed out
by
for
Boost Mobile.
1901.35.
7 right down the road.
Submit.
Allison Williams will be there for Tennessee
And
Kentucky.
then
And then
I
fourth-ranked Michigan
bought
State
in
takes on
for
Iowa. In Iowa City, that's a Big Ten matchup, of course. Both of these
1901,
presented by Wendy's on
1901,
ESPN and the
35.
ESPN app.
I think for
And I
Kentucky to
cashed
make
out
that-
for
make that next step.
what I
Kevin
cashed out
Knox
for.
has to be
1901,
the dude. I mean, we've seen him do it on
35.
occasions recently with a 30-plus game, but he's got to be the guy that's getting them 20 points a night every single
1267,
night.
57,
In the
3168,
SEC, both
92.
teams chasing Auburn, one of the biggest surprise, perhaps the biggest surprise in the country. Bruce
And there I
Pearl's
took
team
the
now number 8.
Eagles plus 7.
Darius Perry into the game, attack from the wing, and a good catch and shoot by Malik Williams. He has 5.
And then I just
more
lost
than he averages
$11
per
in my
game,
little
and it's
guaranteed.
Louisville back on top.
I bought in for 11 and cashed out for 0. And that was my
Dribble penetration has been
satellite
really good for Syracuse.
tournament.
Again,
We'll
not
call it
relying
tournament.
on the three-point shot, but
And
trying
we'll
to get
call
to
it
the
the
basket.
109
Brissett fouled on a long jump shot
coupon.
by VJ King. His
Guaranteed.
first.
You never, ever want to foul a jump shooter, especially when they're behind the three-point
Cool.
line. For a team like Syracuse,
All right, we did the stats for the club. We're going to do $11 here. Quick $11. Boom, 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 boom. 11 bucks. Stand,
We saw the coaching
push,
staff, David Padgett with Trent
stand,
Johnson next to him,
win.
former Nevada
So there's my
State
11 bucks back.
LSU
That's how
and
easy I
TCU
get my
coach
buy-in
Greg
back for
Wallace
that.
to Trent's
And
left. And
the question is,
David
what do we
Padgett,
want
as
to
many
do
know,
for
became
our
the
next
interim coach
buy-in?
just a couple of days before practice began. He was here
Let's
under
play
Rick King,
a
but he had to put together a staff, and he said, I was incredibly fortunate that both Trent Johnson and Greg Paulus were available. He said, if I took the
Let's just do
entire
10.
season to put together
$10
the
bucks.
staff, I wouldn't have done better
Oops.
than I've done with those two, and he is absolutely right. Those are two
Nope.
outstanding coaches.
Hit.
Obviously, with head coaching
Yay, $10 bucks. We won
he can kind of help him
10.
navigate the X's and the O's.
So we did
as you-
11
if you will,
to win 22.
being
We
in
did
that front
10 to
seat.
win 20.
I spoke with Trent Johnson before the
42
game
and
tonight. I said, what
21.
were you doing? He said, I was at
Clear
home
that out.
playing with my grandchildren.
Let's
He said, the
refresh
happiest
this.
person in all of this is my wife.
And I went up 21 bucks.
Got me out of the house. And Greg Paulus had been at Ohio State for many years with Thad Matta.
22.
And he was
All right,
basically
so we're done with that.
because Ohio State waited so
Close
long
that out.
to replace Thad Matta and that staff. It was just a matter of time before he got back in, but he was delighted when he got the call. Corner jumper would not fall for Williams, but the offensive rebound by Spalding.
Spalding!
Darius Perry, freshman out of Powder Springs, Georgia. Wheeler High School, which produced a lot of great players, including Sharif Abdur-Rahim.
Let's minimize that.
Smaller lineup on the floor right now, and Snyder called for a travel. Timeout, 7:55 to go in our first half here in Louisville. Orange on the road by 1.
Orange on the road by 1. I like to hear that.
What kind
All
of
right,
SUV is that?
let's
It's a new
just check
Buick
this
Enclave.
out. So we
Fits
need to do
up
our,
to 7 people.
let's do some stats real quick.
Or
We
Prius
had
is actually a
33,
That really makes it
3,
easy to unload
3,
all those little
9,
bean
2,
bags. Sure does. Hey, honey, we should get one of those and have like a ton more
96,
kids.
minus
More kids.
220, minus
What? Is that a new
100,
SUV?
minus 11
A new Buick
equals
Enclave.
3061,
Looks like
and now
everybody
there's
likes their new Enclave.
3082,
Introducing the all-new
which would
Buick
be
Enclave. Tomorrow's SUV for today's family.
21.
Run your business at cloud speed
21.
and do
I don't know
more
why.
with systems you have in place. The IBM Cloud, the cloud for smarter business.
Kids are going crazy.
Hey, I just wanted
Hey,
to.
oh, there he is.
What are you looking at? Are you looking at the results of
Bought
yesterday's
in
constant
for
contact email?
21,
We were supposed to
and I
watch that
cashed
together.
out
I'm sorry. I can't even look at you.
42.
Send great-looking emails that drive
And
big
that would be
results
blackjack.
for your business.
Hey guys, when are we gonna look at the... Oh, I can't believe you guys.
Constant contact email marketing. Powerful stuff.
It's Saturday night, you know what's going down. San Antonio's in Oakland now.
Yeah, this feels ominous. Two teams full of confidence.
Yeah, that's right. 21 in, 42 out. That's 21 bucks.
Warriors, Saturday at 8:30 on ABC. Presented by YouTube
22,
TV.
10, 10, 21 in, 42 out. That's 21 bucks. That makes sense to me. So let's submit that. And then let's
Did you know
close this
parking
out.
over tall, dry grass
It's too much
is like a
paperwork, this
wildfire?
club, man.
Only you.
All right.
No one gets a diploma alone. You need support.
And let's just measure 20.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door.
$92,
It's like, hello, this is where you put it last
8,
time. You were the worst at hiding them.
So let's see. So we had $28, 37 cents. No, $2,837.92 minus 11 equals, and that was plus 22 equals minus 10 equals plus 20. There it is, 28.58.92. Got my $11 back plus 10. 28.58.92. Okay. Let's find a poker tournament to play in. How about that?
Second place at 8-3. And NC State, another pleasant surprise. They have built quite a nice resume. Already banked wins over Duke, Clemson, and North Carolina. Speaking of Duke and North Carolina, that great rivalry renewed Thursday night at 8, right here on ESPN.
We could register for horse.
Luke May has had an outstanding year for North Carolina. The
You wanna
key
register
Duke
for
in
horse?
that game and going forward is can they contain the dribble drive? They
Should we do a
have been
little
forced to go
50-50
to a
sit and
2-3
go?
zone because they couldn't contain the drive in man, and now they've not been able to do it in zone as well. So they've really struggled on the defensive end of the floor. North Carolina may be able to take advantage.
Is there a more surprising result in college basketball than what we saw Saturday at Madison Square Garden? Duke losing to
Okay, $7.
St. John's team that was 0-11 in the Big East.
And surprisingly, Shamari Pons goes for 33. He's their best player. They're playing without Marcus Levette, one of their best players. And so I'm really surprised that they wouldn't focus their attention defensively on him.
O'Shea Brissett, 3. Very quiet crowd, unusually so here at the Yum Center. A little uneasy.
Okay, well, we're going to take the $10 that we made, and we are going to play in this
King, the sophomore from
$7.
Cleveland. That is 6 Louisville turnovers, and they've been turnover plagued from time to time this year. Turnovers, defensive rebounding, 2 of the biggest problems that have popped up occasionally for David Padgett.
One of the things that Syracuse has done nicely is they were burning them, Syracuse, in the middle of that floor, and now Syracuse has taken that away and forces the basketball to stay on the wing. So now they got to get that thing reversed and look to drive the basketball.
Brissett, nice move, couldn't finish.
Okay, and we'll lock check
Mississauga,
that.
Ontario.
Oops.
Nice pass underneath.
And I want this page open.
From Darius Perry.
Louisville's always been much better when they're playing fast. They have size, length, and athleticism that can finish in transition. You saw it on full display there.
Perry deflected Howard's pass out of bounds.
Cool. Okay. Sorry.
Folks,
Yeah,
watch
I'm
as
coming
this
up with this
basketball
cold
advance.
here.
McMahon doesn't hang on
Well,
to
there's
it.
a player down, it looks like.
Perry sees Ray Spalding underneath, and that's the key to transition.
So what are we
basketball.
playing here,
Don't
actually?
hold
This
on
is a
to it
pretty
forever.
quick
I
little
love how they
turbo,
were able
looks
to
like.
bang, bang, throw that thing inside to Spalding, and instead of thinking about it, quick move and shoot another.
Yeah, this is a
well done by the
hyper turbo. So this is a $7 hyper turbo, and first place is $26. And I guess I'm all in then. First place is $25.78, and second is $13. So it's not even a double up.
He gets called for his second.
I don't like the odds of
So what
this.
they're
Why did I
doing
play
right now
this?
is whoever they see McMahon guarding, they're moving the basketball and eventually putting him in an isolation
I
situation.
don't think I like it.
And they're just looking to take him
All
off
right,
the
well, let's
dribble.
finish it out.
His expertise is his ability to
Subtract
be able to shoot the
$7
basketball
from
for
my
free.
club
Not
total.
great defensively yet.
5 team fouls on Louisville. Howard gets the bounce. And he has 10 for Coach Boeheim.
Should have played my king. Oh, I had 10 jack. Never mind.
Really struggled over the last 2 games shooting the basketball from the floor. 8 of
This is just a
34
shove
over
fest
the
here.
last 2 games in those 2 losses. And as we said at the top, they cannot win without Howard and Battle shooting the basketball well on the offensive end because of the limitation of their frontline players offensively.
Ooh, that could be 3 on Chuku as the ball moves so quickly again for Louisville inside. Oh, they
King 4.
credited the foul to
Careful.
O'Shea Brissett, so that's a break. But they have just about everybody with 2 fouls, and as we said, they played only 6 men.
Yes.
On
Try
Saturday.
to get these
Syracuse
edges
has
down
the
here.
top 3 players in the ACC in minutes played. Battle 38.5. Brissett just more than 38 minutes per game, and Howard a fraction under 38 minutes per game, and they are all the top 8 in the country in minutes played out of 351 teams. So Coach frequently does not have a deep bench, but that has been stretched to the extreme this season.
Really has. And they just don't have the depth. They've had injuries.
Chuku, a high percentage shot.
Several injuries have made what was already a short bench. But Chuku's finishing around the rim like that. That's a plus for the Cuse.
Whoa, Spalding went for the one-handed throwdown that might have brought
Man, this is fast. I guess that's why they call it hyper turbo, huh? So I'm going to shove all in with my ace. Looks like I double up somewhere. And I like the ace, but I don't like the structure of this tournament, to be honest.
With more than 5 minutes to go in the first half tonight.
And no queen, no king.
And folks, this is what's been going on. Chukwu with a strong
That works.
finish there around the rim, but they've not been able to contain Tyus. Battle's got it going early for the Qs.
Valentine's Day, huh? You're probably planning to think outside the box. My advice? Don't.
God. So we got our video camera on. Check. Lock that
This
up.
Valentine's Day, think inside the box. Make a big impression.
We got our
this
name
Valentine's
there.
Day.
Lock that
Introducing
up.
the perfectly paired collection from Pro Flowers and Sherry's Berries.
Pretty much everything is locked up. Would you call this guy half your stack? No. Let's get rid of the 190 first, and then let's just see what we need to do. Okay.
Producer Eric Mosley, our director.
Get rid of the
Eddie
190
Eagle,
first,
Jeff Evers back
and
in
then
the chair
see what we
tonight
need
after
to
a
do.
little mishap on the funny slopes of Pennsylvania.
I'm dying.
A week and a half ago.
Man, tell me about those skis, man. He's got to become a snowboarder like me.
Yeah, he tore, I think, every ligament in his body, but when you're not an athlete, that is much more likely to happen.
Wow. I'm with you.
It's a fun little tournament, but what I'm hoping for is a true 50-50.
No argument from him. Raised his hand. He hit Dang Adele while shooting a three. First foul on
Dude, Syracuse is killing them. I got Syracuse +7 under 131.
Very sarcastic nickname that we have applied.
131 though, man. They're
Coach Boeheim
pushing
over the years,
a lot
and
of
because
points
his
here.
wife Julie likes it.
Yes.
We have stuck with it.
I got it.
Mr. Happy Coach does not complain.
Oh no, I have over 131.
It's so funny because Julie, she has like
Syracuse and over.
She has
West Virginia
always
+3
smiles. What a
and
sweet lady.
under 167.
Got a chance to meet her when we were up, my wife and me, visiting Brewster for getting ready to watch the boys play a game, and what a lovely,
Fold.
lovely lady.
All right, so now Scarecrow got some money back. Don't like it. McDubious is back down. Put some pressure. He's got a shove here. If you just call, you're pot committed, so you might as well shove. Classic coin flip.
And this Louisville crowd trying to talk itself into getting involved, it feels.
86% chance, and he wins. And now we have 3. So I have position on Scarecrow, and we're going to be bleeding off chips equally. So I don't have to play, you know, I don't have to play my hands. That it'll deduct from him as well, you know, all of our hands. So
16 fouls, so they're still one away from the bonus.
So it'll be, you know, minus 50 from him, minus 50 from me, minus 25 from him, 25 from me. And as you can see, I have a 70 chip stack lead. So in sit and goes, what you want to do is just play the lead that you have and maintain the lead. So that helps steal that blind. So I can go ahead and get rid of my blind here.
Touched by Brissett last. It'll be Louisville ball.
Yeah, we talked about earlier, this is what the game's going to come down
And it's a very good strategy until what happens is he catches a hand and doubles up, like right here. So now he just takes the lead over me by 5, and I got to take the lead back, and King 9's respectable. So now we're just positioning ourselves. So it's not about cards at this point. What it's really about is just this little position here. Well, I'm all in, so if he has a flush, good for him. 10-9. Yay! So I'm guaranteed my money. And honestly, I don't care about first. I'm done because I'm happy. I don't like the structure of a hyper turbo. A lot of times ace is good heads up. Ace is good heads up a lot of times. Especially now. Let's just pair the board. 0. Nice. I might win this. I might win this bitch.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Wendy's Hamburgers.
Does it better ever pick this up?
Fresh,
Yeah, I
never
guess.
frozen beef.
I was gonna say no. No, don't think so. Queen, let's just see a flop with that.
Wendy's 4 for $4 just got better.
If he
because now
checks,
there's
I can
more
bet
variety
and
with 8
usually pick it
sandwiches
up,
to choose
but
from. So
got
choose a
it.
4 for $4 with a double stack, a crispy chicken sandwich, or any of these others. Plus nuggets, fries, and a drink, all for just $4. So try all 8 and pick your favorite. Only
Come on,
Wendy's.
fives. Oh.
It's called.
Come on, A7.
We've sent in teams of people. Nothing comes back. Check this out. Mutations. They're everywhere.
Horrible. Horrible.
Here's making giant waves in the gym.
Horrible.
I checked my blood last night.
Pair of threes wins. Nice. I'll see a flop with deuce. 4 deuce. Hearts.
Annihilation.
Little voice in my
Rated
head said
R.
call. Call?
You may reveal.
I'm gonna call it once.
And the rain continues. Ooh. As the Earl of Sandwich,
Heart.
I dub thee the Sandwich.
Oh, well,
I mean, I
There
gotta
was a
get
time
y'all
when the
in.
next big thing in food was stuff between
Aces. I cracked his
Now the next
aces.
big thing is the Capital One Silver Card. Earn 3%
What did I win,
cashback
man?
on dining, 2% on groceries,
$25
and 1% on all other
and
purchases.
78 cents. My God, I just took first and I won $27 or $25 and 78 cents.
February 14th to find a gift
28.
as brilliant and
You
stylish
guys want to see
as
that?
she
I do.
is.
Let's see.
Shop and
Tournament
save
lobby.
today at Sales,
Boom.
the Diamond
Let's bring
Store.
that up. And let's update that.
And we're gonna get the phone.
Wait
his
for it.
phone, out of you.
Wait for it. Boom. JD Cole, 72, $25 and 78 cents for first place.
Emerge
4 times my
restored,
money, 3 times my money.
replenished.
Sweet. I'm gonna take a break.
Every day
I'm
with
gonna take a break
Emergency.
and
Packed
come
with
back
B
and we're gonna get in this
vitamins,
horse event.
antioxidants,
Okay?
electrolytes, plus more vitamin C than 10
See you in a
oranges.
second.
Why not feel this good every day? Emerge and see.
You hit me like fire, shot me like a bullet, burn me up and down, no way to cool it. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine and whiskey, like a bottle of Jack, straight to the head. 1 shot, 2 shot, copper tone red. Every time you kiss me, it's like sunshine and whiskey. Every time you kiss me, it's like
Applebee's handcrafted burgers. Any burger, just $7.99. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Alfa Romeo halftime report coming up. Seth and Jay, all smiles here. Not smiling teams like Duke, Kansas, and the rest of those guys. Like, what is the level of concern for the Blue Bloods? And West Virginia gets their shot at Trae Young. We'll break that second game down in a moment. David Padgett not happy with his defense right now.
Yeah, but Syracuse is a different team when Frank Howard is being aggressive coming out of that shooting slump.
Syracuse taking care of the basketball. They're not turning it over. They're making some shots so they can set their defense, and they're rebounding the ball. That's pretty good.
See you in a few, Sean.
All right, Carl. Yeah, this has been an offensive explosion for Syracuse relative to recent performances. They scored 47 points in the first half against Boston College January 24th. Their only first half in the last 8 games with more than 28 points. And they have 35 and a chance for more as they'll shoot free throws on the attack by Battle and the second foul on Darius Perry of Louisville.
Yeah, the inability to contain the dribble drive is what hurt Louisville here. They generally do a pretty good job of pinching in, and there's really 2, 3 non-shooters out there for Syracuse, and so I think at times Louisville's got to close that gap to keep them from getting into the gap. And so far they've not done it, and Howard and Battle have made them pay.
And guys, as you can imagine, during that last timeout, it was all about the defense for Louisville. David Padgett imploring his guys to play with some urgency on that end. He said, we need to get 3 stops in a row, win the final 4 minutes, and then we can get to the half and go over some adjustments. But right now, it's about playing with urgency.
And not turning it over. Dell's pass too hot for Mahmoud to handle. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Syracuse leading now by 10. Off the strong drive by Tyus Battle, largest lead for either team tonight.
Another drive-by. And when you get those quick blow-bys, I don't care how good your rotations are, it is difficult to get there to challenge the shot.
And now a moving screen, I believe, is the call against Ray Spalding, his second.
And folks, Battle loves to get to his right hand, so you have to take that away. Darius Perry goes for a ball fake, which got him lifted off the floor, which opened the right side for Battle to be able to attack. He's been terrific here, especially the last 4 minutes of this game.
Double figures now with 11. Been in double figures in all but one game this year. 2 minutes to go in the half. Howard underneath. Ooh, there is what a reluctant shooter Chukwu is, alone about 6 feet from the bucket. Didn't even look at it. Brissett, the scoop that wouldn't go. Dolezaj kept it alive. And they got called for a foul. The mock cheer goes up from the crowd. That's 3 on Dolezaj.
Sean, I don't know if I've ever seen, I've been coming here for many years. I don't know if I've ever seen or ever heard the Louisville crowd be so quiet.
It's very quiet in here. And it is very unusual. Of course, one of the great fan bases in America. Annually in the top 10 in home attendance. It's always the highest rated college basketball TV market.
And I think the players are playing pretty tight, and so I don't know if they're quiet because they can sense that the players are playing tight, or if the players are playing tight because there's no energy in the building.
Mahmoud 1 out of 2. In the last 3 games for Syracuse, Saturday against Virginia, they scored 21 in the first half. The game before that against Georgia Tech, they scored 21 in the first half. And the game before that, Syracuse scored 22 in the first half. So this is out of nowhere. 39. Deep miss by Howard. Under a minute and a half to go in the half. Louisville trying to go on a run before the break. Out of the corner, the 3-ball is short from Dwayne Sutton. Redshirt sophomore transferred in from UNC Asheville. Battle had it poked away by Sutton.
Now, Sean, the one thing that I've noticed that's very different for Syracuse tonight is in the last 2-3 games or so, Battle and Howard really haven't had any gaps to attack because the spacing out there on the offensive end was so poor. Tonight, the floor is nice and spread, and that's why they're able to get to the gaps.
It's tough to create gaps because when you have a couple guys on the floor, the other team doesn't have the guard. They just come off those men and block the gaps. Matthew Moyer called for his 3rd. So perhaps the team in the country with the least depth has foul difficulty now. 3 for Dolezaj on the bench, 3 for Moyer, 2 for Brissett and Chukwu. And as a result, Coach Boeheim is going to go deep down the bench. Here's Braden Bayer, redshirt junior from LaGrangeville, New York. In for Moyer.
Went to Grinnell College, and if you don't know much about Grinnell College, they may lead the country in number of threes taken per game, and so he may be able to give them some firepower from the perimeter, which will space out that defense of Louisville even more.
Bayer has played 3 minutes this year. So we talk about how unlikely his appearance is. 3 games for a total of 3 minutes. He has scored 1 basket.
We got something in common. This is my first big Monday.
I know, and you've been outstanding. Not a lot of pressure though when you have to step in for Phillips. Brissett couldn't finish.
Flattery gets you everywhere. I got your dinner tonight, buddy.
All right. That shot way off. You can see that out of the hand of Jason War, a freshman from Buffalo, New York. His dad, Alex, longtime head coach at Erie Community College in Buffalo. Timeout. Shot clock off. So Jim Boeheim dropped the last play of the half, trying to take a double-digit lead in a big surprise into the locker room. NBA Wednesday, it's a doubleheader. Jimmy Butler and the Timberwolves taking on King James and the Cavs. Is he still the king? Boy, they are struggling.
They are.
That's at 8 p.m. Then the Spurs in the beautiful Valley of the Sun to take on Devin Booker and America's team, the Phoenix Suns. Our coverage tips with NBA Countdown at 7 on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Sean, I thought Devin Booker would be able to score in our league. I just didn't know he'd be able to score as much as he has. And because of some injury issues right now, they even have him playing at the point guard spot. He's starting at the point guard spot. And so that's just going to broaden his game even more, learning how to read coverages on ball screen situations, whether they're icing it, doubling it. And wow, I've been really impressed with his play.
Yeah.
Now we need to get him on a winning team. So we can see him a little
draft pick or two, perhaps a free agent or two, and look out for the Suns. Clearly on the way up.
Usually they go to a high ball screen in this situation, but they may just allow Battle to go one-on-one.
Kicked it out, and a travel. How about that option? The last play of the half, was that the way it was designed?
Well, I think they wanted Battle, who looks like he's lost the contact lens here. Yeah, he's putting it back in. Man, I can't imagine what that's like, getting it on your salty hands and then having to put it back in your eye. Ouch.
You think they wanted the last shot of the half from a guy who's taken one shot the whole year?
Well, I think what they did, it was clear Battle wanted to see which way he was going to be able to attack, and once he got in the lane, Bear became wide open, and I think Bear should have caught that ball and just shot it, but Deng Adel, what an alert play to get out there and take that three away, creating that travel. That's disgusting.
Yeah. It's one of the reasons I had the laser surgery.
I really, my wife wears them. My youngest son, Walter, I don't know how they do that.
And the crowd's getting restless. I don't want to take him out of the game with 2.7 to go. They might not have anybody else to put in.
I just said, don't worry about it. I get it in half. I'll play without it.
Defend my guy with one eye.
That's awesome.
Keep an eye on your man, literally. All right, can they hoist up a shot? It's a long one at the buzzer.
Oh! Oh my gosh! Did you see that? No, you didn't. Ma'am, guy just drained a 3-point shot.
Look how quickly he gets this basketball up the floor, and no one really comes up and meets him, and he's able to get a clean look at that. What beautiful form and follow
Look at that.
through.
Boom!
Confidence and momentum boost for the Cardinals.
At the buzzer, man.
Bucket of the half. At the half. 39-33 Syracuse. Let's
Okay.
to the studio now.
Here is what we're gonna play. Here's what we're gonna play.
Hi, Sean. Thanks. Weekend for some of college basketball's biggest programs.
If you are a gambler, you should be playing.
Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Bill, you start. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? New England. Tom Brady.
You should be betting the over in this Syracuse game.
New England. Bill Purdy. Got to go with the coach. I want to
All right.
NFC East and the Eagles.
$11 for horse.
How about that? Just throw us right.
Nobody gave us a warning about that beforehand.
That's unbelievable.
I just learned
We
about
might not talk to
$11
seconds
for
ago. I
horse.
just learned. Just
I'll be doing America a favor.
You in America, we're all on that. So your Patriots lose, and
They're not my Patriots.
I mean, you pick.
I mean, you can pick one or the other. I picked the Patriots.
probably picked-
Usually they
Okay,
win.
so
you
let's go
probably picked
table.
Duke over St. John's, like everybody.
Oh, I see where you're going with that.
Probably would have had Kansas. Would have had Kentucky.
And lobby?
On the road.
Yeah, maybe not.
On the road, maybe not Kentucky, but at least two of them. What the heck in the world happened
That's not
on
what I wanted.
Saturday? The Blue Bloods. And this is the first time since 2005 that all three of these teams lose on the same day as ranked teams. And they were all ranked again, and Duke, Kansas, and Kentucky
Okay,
all
looks
went
like
down
we
on
are
Saturday.
in.
Two of them at home.
We just bought in, so we are tied for third place with everyone else with
I feel
1,500.
like we have this conversation every time we're together.
There are 11
But
players.
when they're
We
all
play for
three
$55,
losing, it does feel
$33,
like
and
a little bit bigger
$22.
than There's only three really great
If I
teams,
close
and then
this
there's
out, what does that
everybody
do?
else.
Closes
You're still
it
losing
out.
unranked teams
That makes
here.
sense.
Yeah, I think the
And
most
bring it
concerning
back.
loss was Duke's loss to St. John's. St. John's 0-11 in the Big East.
Okay,
And
2
they win a lot
minutes.
of ball games, but Coach
All
K's
right, so
comment,
while we're
he said
playing
you have to
this,
respond, and when you don't, you're into your own stuff. For whatever reason that is, maybe you're not ready, you're
let's
sick,
go
you're
with
whatever.
the Mountain
We
Lion
got what
poker.
we
Let's make
deserve.
this big.
And that's a microcosm of something bigger happening on this basketball team.
You ever heard that before?
Go.
From him?
Not like this. I think this is a reflection.
Locker room. They're out of the locker room.
I mean, yeah, but he's had veteran leaders that he can point to that can help steer the ship. Grayson Allen really isn't Grayson Allen this year. For whatever reason, he has to be more of a passer, get people involved. I think it's more of a byproduct of that one-and-done culture.
I don't know. Does that look
it's tough
better?
to coach that.
They
I
have
don't
a
think
veteran
that looks
leader
better.
if they would follow him. You can't
It's
lead
one guy.
unless someone's going to follow you.
Does that
Grayson
look
Allen
better?
has to have a big
No.
role in this basketball team. No
Does
doubt
that
about it.
look better?
But everyone
Looks
talks about
exactly
defense.
the
I don't
same
care if they're a
as
man
it
team
was.
or a zone team. Whatever team you are, you've got to play hard and you've got to compete. Because right now, this team is not playing hard. You play zone, you're still going to get screened. You play zone, you still got to come back and rebound the ball. You play zone, you still got to close out. So whatever they do, they got to do it harder, and they've got to find a way to get Grayson Allen more
I'm happy with that.
because he's the guy that's been there and done that.
Part of that quote that sticks out, you're into your own stuff.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's byproduct of one and done. You're worried about your draft stock, where you're going to be, how your stats are. It's different.
All right, you'll be able to see Carolina and Duke and more of Seth and more of Jay
just move it up
and
a little
Jay
bit?
and Reese. That's Thursday when those two teams get together.
It's only one Jay that matters.
College game day will be there. I agree. If you ask Billis, I know who he'll say it is.
Cool. I like it.
Young,
1 minute.
Tom Carter, preview coming up.
Jay and Seth.
Gatorade G2. Half the sugar with all the electrolytes.
So we have 2 tables. We have.
Made
Where's
to
my
help
phone
you
at?
handle the
Ah,
heat
grab my phone.
and bring the fire. You were made for this, and Gatorade was made to fuel it.
Bibs on, people! Lobster Fest is back at Red Lobster with the most lobster dishes of the year. New Dueling Lobster Tails has 2 tails that'll fight to be your favorite. One topped with creamy shrimp and scallops, the other steamed with lemon and herbs. And
This is a Omaha high-low, so we're gonna play that 2-3 of diamonds like it's aces.
decadent new lobster truffle mac and cheese. But enough talking about lobster. Let's get to eating because Lobster Fest won't last. So dive in today at Red Lobster.
Ron, you're finally taking down that Schwab billboard.
Oh, not so fast, Carl. Oh no, Schwab again. The index investing
Wow.
for that low? That's 3
This
times
is
less
quick.
than Fidelity. And 4 times less than Vanguard. What next? No minimums? No minimums.
Schwab has
I
lowered
mean, the only thing that
cost
beats
of
us is
investing in
Ace
Aaron,
3, Ace
introducing
2.
the lowest cost index funds in the industry with no minimums.
I bet they're calling about the Schwab news.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
Tonight, it's West Virginia against the Super Frosh.
The flush is no good. No, flush is no good. But I got the low.
West Virginia, Oklahoma.
Did I get the low?
Tonight
Yeah.
at 9 on ESPN.
76. 76 for lows.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My
So
human
who likes
does
the
this
Ace
funny thing where
6?
she goes
Who likes
around and
Ace
gets all my
4?
toys,
I do not.
And then she
False.
hides them in that basket by the door.
So if you've been
It's
following
like,
me, you know
"Whoa,
Omaha
that's
is
where you
like
put it
my
last
weak
time. You were the worst at hiding
weak
the
game.
Made your house a reality. Homeschooling yourself on loans, color-coding listings, and flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. If you can ace house hunting, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips that ace your retirement.
420.
People think I'm trash.
420.
But they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can.
We had 120
One
bucks.
day, I could be a stadium.
So missed $11. Didn't win anything on the ticket. Played some blackjack. Blackjack. I ended up getting $21 back blackjack. Then I played $7. That was
You're watching the Alfa Romeo halftime report.
I don't know what that was. $7 6 max.
Who am I? I'm a freshman
Turbo
point guard at the University of Oklahoma.
sit and go.
3 things you may not know about me. I love watches. I used
And
to
I
live in
won that.
Portugal, and I had the biggest crush on Zendaya.
So
Who
7
am
off
I?
of that.
I'm Trey Young. Zendaya's
And you
going-
only win like
she's gonna hear me one
13, 16 bucks. So I make 11.
Get it, Trey.
What do you think
Go
about
get it.
that?
Go get Zendaya. Go get it.
Bringer?
Staying away from that one.
Yeah.
Well, Javon Carter's going to get a chance to deal with Trey Young tonight, like
We have
everybody else
8s.
has. Some nights he
Full.
looks human, other nights he's the highlight reel that we all like to see.
But I think West Virginia's created a little bit of a blueprint. And they were 12-1 when they played West Virginia the first time. And West Virginia's plan was to get the ball out of Trey.
Look at all these bets I've been
and
making.
make- take away the
Yeah,
assist, make
there's a
someone
lot of
else
bets on
play
that
it. What do you
page,
do?
man.
That's West Virginia. Trap the first pass, get it out of his hands. But watch what Javon Carter does
I
right
started
there.
at
You
2163
don't let him get it back. By not
last
letting him get
week,
it back,
2401
you force someone else to make a play. Canate with the
days
block.
ago.
To me, the most important thing right here, the active hands, getting up and underneath Trey Young. Taking away that space, defending him in the backcourt.
I got this Ace 4 combo right here.
Once again,
Ace
trying to
4.
deny the basketball back, but now
But
here's the
that's
second
it.
defender. If you saw the shot clock right there, you sped up Trey Young. There was 24 seconds left on the shot clock when he shot that shot. Right. By speeding it up and getting the ball out of his hands, changes the game.
And so this is Ken Lowe's work. We're going to be really focusing a lot on
They have multiple guys that can do things.
Ken Lowe's starting hands. So, you know, we want to see ace deuce. We want to see
that can do that for Oklahoma.
Oregon State Beavers, man.
The next closest player, Christian James, at 29. So I think that we're starting to see the wear and tear of the league and the fact that there's so much pressure on him to do everything.
I always play with this guy, tonight, Beavers.
You know what West Virginia's plan is going to be? Who else for Oklahoma is going to step up and make plays?
So if you're
Trae Young, make some shots to get
you're
it.
Trae Young, no other game plan tonight. I need help from my guys.
You need Cameron McGusty, you need Brady Manick, you need Christian James, you need somebody, Jordan Shepard. Somebody needs to help.
So Javon Carter's going to be in your grill, right?
The GP of college.
So I am from Oregon State. I went to school at Oregon State. I played football at Oregon State. I'm currently working on my PhD at Oregon State, so I'm happy. So there's a king. I gotta bet that. There's no low draw right now. There's a flush draw. But if we compare any one of these cards, a 5, an ace, a jack, not a 2. Yeah, I gotta call it, so. Well, kings still are good. Kings with the ace.
What's not surprising? How much
flush.
money Aaliyah
Yeah,
saved by
it's pretty
switching
hard.
to
There's no way I can get around that.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
This ladder is special. This first step, it's not even here. It's in the gym where the first practice was held. Climbing it takes months of twists and turns and tournaments. At its peak, you won't be 5 feet off the floor. You'll be on top of the world, holding the best trophy in all the sports. A piece of nylon. Continental Tire, for what you do. All right, let's have the confetti.
When I got into my accident, I broke almost every bone in both my legs. When I came home from the hospital, I needed to be able to recover. Tempur-Pedic allowed me to do just that. Because I don't have the average body
So this guy,
shape
Oregon
that
State
I feel like
Beavers, he
my
plays in
Tempur-Pedic
every one of
really
these, you know?
my body shape. Power is not giving up. It's choosing life.
Start your new year off right by choosing the mattress brand ranked highest in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Find your exclusive retailer at Tempur-Pedic.com.
Howdy, folks. Try one of my delicious $10 chicken shares at KFC. Get 9 extra crispy tenders, 12 hot wings, popcorn nuggets, or 6 pieces of Kentucky Fried Chicken. $10 chicken share at KFC. It's finger looking good.
Hearts looks good. I had a 4-7 for a straight there. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flush just became a reality.
Shave butter by Dollar Shave Club. It's going
Man.
to change your life.
2 nut lows.
Well, the shave part of your life. Try shave butter and a razor at dollarshaveclub.com.
This halftime report is presented by Alfa Romeo.
Let's take a look at the lobby real quick and get an update on that. So I was in 3rd place. We have an hour and 13 minutes left. Hour and 3. We're playing a horse tournament. We are down to 14 players. We still have an hour though of late reg. So first is 70, 42, and then 28. I am
Syracuse
5th.
39, the Ville 33. Hope you've enjoyed the Alfa Romeo halftime report.
I am out skis. Man, we should put some more money on the second half here. Should we? What should we do? Let's check out NBA or NCAA live betting. NCAA, Syracuse. Fold. Syracuse live bet.
Gentlemen, I have just received word. The Louisiana Purchase.
39-33. It's straight up second half points. Are 33 Louisville 39.
Small or very large.
They're gonna flip
Technology
scores.
that's helpful could make
Stupid.
history.
What's in your wallet?
What? How is that possible?
You'd see all the sickness you're spreading. Robitussin CF Max. Nothing lasts longer and treats more symptoms for your cough, cold, and flu. Robitussin CF Max Severe, because it's never just a cough.
I don't know. Do I want to bet any more money on this game? 125? Minus 125? Syracuse?
No thanks. I'm still driving.
I don't know. But back to my game. I got ace deuce, which I'm going to raise because I like my low draw. And I want to build this pot up a little bit. So let's just go ahead and get all these people to throw some more money in towards me. I need runner, low. Now I need to pair the board. Ace 5. Pair the ace for the 5. The nuts is ace 2, right?
Here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes
ace
around
2,
and gets all
3.
my toys,
Someone had 2,
and
3.
then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's
I'm
like,
dead.
hello,
I can't play.
That's where you put
That
it last
sucks.
time. You were the worst at hiding.
You made your house a reality.
I
Homeschooling
played this
yourself
wrong.
on loans,
The
color-coding
2-3
listings,
beats
and
me.
flushing every toilet in a 20-mile radius. If you can ace house hunting, you can do it for retirement. Get on track with tips that ace your retirement.
People think I'm trash, but they're wrong. Today I'm just an aluminum can, but one day I could be a stadium.
Yeah, 2-3 beat me. God, I knew that.
Welcome back to Big Monday, presented by Joseph A. Bank, a part of Rivalry Week, presented by Wendy's. Syracuse taking on Louisville here at the KFC Yum Center in Louisville. The Orange with a 6-point lead at the half, 39-33. Sean McDonough along with LaFonso Ellis, former Notre Dame star. Let's go back to your Fonz's focus from before the game.
Well, we talked about coming into this game, the poor shooting of Frank Howard and Tyus Battle over the last 2 games, 18 of 68 from the field. They needed to be aggressive early, and they were. They were able to attack and get in the lane. Combined 24 points by those 2 guys. More importantly, 7 of 14 from the floor.
I'm gonna complete
2
it.
of 4 from 3.
Louisville turned it over 9 times. That was a problem. Syracuse had 16 points off. Louisville just 3 points off turnovers. They tried to speed the Orange up, but Syracuse did a good job with the ball. Ooh, boy, Battle. That looked like it could have been nasty. Good to see him get back up quickly. And with the shot clock running out, O'Shea Brissett rattled one home. He has 9. The lead is 9. Their largest lead in the first half was 10.
Everything right now coming over into this second half until that 3 ball favoring Syracuse. They've been able to get the 50-50 balls much more quickly throughout the balance of this game. And for Louisville to get back into this game, they've got to get some stops.
I lost that one.
3, his first basket of the game, is their second leading scorer for the year, coming in at 13 points per game. Just the third 3 of the game for Louisville. Brissett, good job to get Adele in the air and draw the foul. That's the first foul on Adele. A moment ago, Allison spoke with David Padgett.
David, what are the defensive adjustments you need to make on Howard and Battle?
Well, we just need to play harder. It's as simple as that. We're just not playing very hard on defense, and you know, for us to allow them to come in here and score 39 in the first half is unacceptable.
Syracuse has 4 players with 2 or more fouls. Can you use that against them in the second half and utilize some of your depth that you have?
Well, with the exception of some turnovers, it's not our offense. We're not playing defense right now, and we haven't been the last couple games. We got to get figured out this half.
Coach, thanks.
All right, Allison, thank you. 1 out of 2 for O'Shea Brissett, and the Syracuse lead is 7.
And to Alice's point, one of the things that Louisville has always done well is they've been able to contain dribble penetration as Malik Williams knocks down that 15-foot jump shot. That was absent there in the first half. So in order for them to climb
In a minute.
back in this game, they've got to be able to contain the drive.
Dolezaj with foul trouble crashed the offensive glass.
Oh, there's 3 points. Boom. Man, they're looking good.
That's a bad sign right there when O'Shea Brissett, who shoots 31% from the three-point line, starts knocking down the three.
And a bucket for Spalding. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. 10 points for Spalding. And O'Shea Brissett called for the foul for Syracuse.
Of course, we're still playing Raz.
Louisville's pushing the pace. They've been able to get something on the initial transition, and then when they have it in their secondary break, there's been some great opportunities, as you saw on that play there. I think not only do they have to get stops by containing dribble penetration when they're on the defensive end, when they go on offense, they have to get out and run. I think this team is at their best with the athleticism and the length that they have on this team when they're out in transition.
Foul on Brissett, his third. So Moyer on the bench with 3. Dolezaj and Brissett starters playing with 3 apiece.
It's a really nice job there, one-on-one by Dangadell.
Shot clock running out. Dolezaj nearly threw it in the Ohio River that runs just outside this beautiful 8-year-old building on a chilly night in downtown Louisville with the temperature in the mid-20s. This crowd starting to warm up. It was frosty here last night. Some snow, a little flurry activity, and the wind chill down in the single digits as we walk back from watching the
Snow
very
good.
exciting Super Bowl.
That wind was ridiculously hard last night.
We should note Syracuse traveling party had a tough time getting here. Their plane got stuck in Wisconsin. They were about 4 hours late, didn't arrive till almost 10 o'clock last night, and unfortunately for them, they missed most of the Super Bowl. Dolezaj had the
Minus
pass, hit him in
10,
the face.
made
Adele
20, made
fouled.
40.
And that could be number 4 on Brissett, and that is a huge blow to Syracuse's upset hopes tonight here in Louisville.
Well, we talked about the pace that they need to play with. And I love what Louisville is doing here in the second half. They are intentional about trying to create some pace, get ahead of that 2-3 zone that they've had a very difficult time of running their offense against. I like what they've done here in the second half.
Adele has 7. He's their leading scorer, 16 per game, just under. So Brissett goes to the bench with those 4 fouls. He's the 3rd leading scorer and number 1 rebounder for the year. And Matthew Moyer is not a scorer at all on the floor for the Cuse. He averaged just 4 points per game. He's kind of boosted that average by having
Still playing Raz. I don't like the Queen.
Bunches, but more often than not, that's not his contribution.
And Brissett also a terrific free throw shooter.
11778.
Really gonna miss
So
his presence. Now Howard
I made
and
200 on
Bowell have to do
basketball.
even more on the offensive end.
Howard does his part. The right-handed, one-handed floater. Adele was calling for the ball. Ooh, almost got stuck in the air. Got bailed out by Malik Williams.
He should have taken that shot. When he can get inside the foul line, that's his shot. He's really good on pull-up J's.
Adele missed the 3.
Sure as shit. Today I made $117.78.
A bucket by Adele. David sure loved
Can I steal a pot here with a 2? Yeah. I'm going to complete it. We're playing Raz. I just see the 2 against the Queen Jack 10. That's a fold. The 6 might fold, but if the 6 calls, I'm happy with the additional 80. Hoping they catch high.
The good old-fashioned layup is the best way to go, said the cranky old man. 16 minutes to go.
He had to pair his ace, right?
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Wendy's Hamburgers, made with fresh, never frozen beef.
I have urge to merge. I don't know what that means.
Do you feel that? That's the
635. I mean, this guy. Look at this guy.
And the sense of calm as it washes over you. leaving you to just sit back and
Can't even
enjoy.
call.
Let all your travel worries drift away thanks to 24/7 help with the Travelocity Customer First Guarantee.
What's this guy playing?
Wander wisely.
With this new space-saving garage door opener from LiftMaster, your garage can be anything. So you can do everything. Another smart solution from LiftMaster.
I was made.
So this hand we played to the end, okay?
Shaped by the hands of legacy, forged in the fires of racing.
This hand we played to the very end.
I've been challenged, tested, and proven.
Because we are probably in last. We got 14 players. Alright, 22. I guess they're counting rebuys already. Yeah. 18 out of 18. So
we
this
offer
is the hand.
low-cost trades and high-yield savings. But if that's not enough, we offer innovative investing tools to prepare you for the future.
Not worried about the king.
And if that's not enough, we'll help your kid prepare for the future.
Don't hook it, kid.
And if that's still not enough, we'll help your kid's kid
He has to
prepare for the
fold.
future.
Looks like he hooked it.
We'll do anything.
Takes after his granddad.
Seriously, anything to help you invest for the future.
Now we're playing some stud.
Do it right.
Now we're playing some stud.
Peter? It's Christy. Camp Jenkins? Maybe this will jog your memory. Alexa, play my funky place.
Playing your music.
We're gonna fold this, just flat fold.
I'm not Peter.
So we went from 18th
Alexa,
place
note
up
to self,
to
take the stairs next
13th.
time.
Get a free Moto Mom with Amazon Alexa when you buy a Moto Z2. Available at major carriers.
Tonight, it's West Virginia against the Super Frosh. We're being treated to an epic season by Trae Young. This is a blockbuster-sized rematch. West Virginia, Oklahoma. Tonight at 9 on ESPN.
Sean McDonald, Alfonso Ellis, Allison Williams back in Louisville. Syracuse.
Yeah, 13th place, 88 bucks.
Dire need of a victory to enhance its tournament resume. Currently 4-6 in ACC.
Yeah, suck out time. I don't know what this guy's talking about.
At least for the time being. Officials signaled to the scores
King
table to
6-9
mark that
is
one. They
nothing
might
I've read in a
take
book
longer
before.
Look at it, see if it might have been a 3, but for now it's a 2.
So let's go ahead and get rid of that.
First half of our big Monday doubleheader. West Virginia and Oklahoma. How will Trae Young handle that press Virginia defense? In the second half of this big Monday doubleheader, Deng Adel was getting medical attention. Left briefly, went to the dressing room. He's back on the Louisville bench.
It's good to see, because with what they're trying to accomplish and get to in the NCAA tournament, they could ill afford to lose his production on the offensive end or his defense on the other end.
Yeah, that was a long heave by Snyder with still 7 on the shot clock. And then the crowd thought Dolezaj got away with a foul here, or
Actually,
Chukwu.
that was Chukwu.
Yeah, Chukwu did.
It should have been a foul. Missed one there.
And that's a huge miss, because that would have been 3 on Chukwu. Good boy.
Boom, another 2. Man, Syracuse is looking good.
Dropped it in. His first bucket. First bench points of the game for Syracuse. They only had 4 players take a shot in the game against Virginia on Saturday. Nice passing against down to Malik Williams, and Williams has
Pair of 4s and 6-6-4-4.
is doing right now against that 2-3 zone. They are getting it into the ACC area via the pass, and then nice little bounce pass to the short corner.
So a 6 is dead, and I got 2 aces out there.
exploded down the lane for 2.
I don't think it's a good hand.
He has 15.
I don't think it's a good hand.
For him off the dribble.
So refresh here. We went from 13th down to from 13th down to 14th.
Gotta get that ball to him.
Perry, who hit the 3 at the halftime buzzer from long range.
We're just below average in chips, so we still got some options here.
Boy, that's terrible defense, and he missed the layup. He had a clear path all the way to the bucket and just missed it. Malik Williams Missed the three. Battling on a foul.
96 bucks up top. I think I'm gonna play. So we just hit 100 points in the Syracuse game. 100 points. The over/under was 131. 131 and a half. 131 and a half.
Back there for sure, Perry.
A lot of contact there.
Yeah. And he got banged, but I think originally Battle might have been called for the foul over the back of Darius Perry.
They definitely called the second one there. It was a foul, but they missed the first one.
Syracuse has led this whole way.
Chuku. Wow, wild shot, but Moyer's there. He missed the chippy. And again, no offense to Moyer, but if that's Brissett,
10s are good.
that's probably a buck.
I'm gonna complete it. Let them know I have a pair of 10s. Just let everybody know I have a pair of 10s.
Keeps Brissett on the bench with his 4 fouls. Little pull-up shot wouldn't go from Jason Wara. Averaging 5 points per game. Capable of a big night. He had 15 against Boston College in mid-January.
Really good three-point shooter as well. 38% from 3 on the year.
So he could have the case 4 over here.
Moyer. 5
Jacks,
to shoot.
come
Battle,
on.
tough 3. Chuku dropped it in. Battle thought he was hit on the arm. And a timeout called by David Padgett.
Stupid.
Battle might have had a point. That shot came up way off. Unusual.
That was stupid.
From him.
For 48 top NCAA coaches, a timeout can mean a win off the court too. In the Infinity Coaches Charity
This is
Challenge.
stud high low.
But they need
I'm
your
looking
help.
good.
Take a timeout
No.
to vote for your favorite coach and help him win up to $100,000.
Just trying to think, though, Syracuse,
for
should
his
I go up
charity. Vote
another
today at infinitytimeout.com.
370 to win?
Infinity. Empower the drive.
740. Syracuse has a 10-point lead going into the final 10 minutes of the game.
Introducing the new Infinity QX80. Infinity. Empower the drive.
You ever look up at the stars and wonder, how do they pack all that taste into these charbroiled sliders that start for just $1? Magic. Charbroiled sliders starting at just $1. Only at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
King
Site security
looks good up, but you got the
60 times
aces.
faster with AI that sees
And I need the
clean.
ace.
The IBM Cloud, the cloud for smarter business.
What should I do? I want to bet more money on this game. I really feel like Syracuse just keeps the handle going. Louisville over 71 and a half. 20. Maybe 25 more points in 12 minutes.
Tonight, it's West Virginia against the Super Frosh. We're being treated to an epic season by Trae Young. This is a blockbuster-sized rematch. West Virginia, Oklahoma. Tonight at 9 on ESPN.
The Sonic blockbuster. And those two teams trying to keep pace with Texas Tech and Kansas atop the Big 12. How about Texas Tech, number 7 in the country.
I'm sucking tonight.
McMahon tried to sell the foul, and then Howard fouled.
All right, so out of how many players now? 18. I know I'm last.
Second foul on Howard. 3 team fouls on Syracuse. Just
42 more minutes. I'm hungry. I'm towel bored.
10-point lead for the Cuse. They're on an 8-2 run over the last 3.5 minutes. McMahon fouled by Howard. That's 2 quickies.
I think Coach Boeheim's going to have to have a lot to say about that possession there.
We went back and looked at the shot that Battle took right before the TV timeout. He was fouled while shooting a 3. Didn't get the call, but there's no doubt that was also a foul on Frank Howard. His 3rd. So Ryan McMahon is the free throw shooter.
We're still playing stud. We're not playing stud high-low, so that's a fold.
State was actually able to get out to him. He had an 18.
Well, we're kind of all in once the hand comes around to us. We've only got 3 big blinds.
Took him out of the basketball game. And this is what happens at times is a guy who maybe hasn't been involved in the offense, who could shoot it the way he does. You give him 3 easy opportunities to look at the rim. Now all of a sudden he can find his way and now perimeter shots.
He doesn't shoot many free throws because he is really a perimeter player. Those are just his 17th, 18th, and 19th free throws, but he's now made 17 out of 19 for the year. Howard needs to be careful. Almost used his free arm to shove McMahon away.
Bring it in.
Under 12 minutes to go. Louisville's won 5 out of the last 6 head-to-head against Syracuse. Howard for 3. Moyer active on the offensive glass, couldn't keep it alive.
Love the push.
With the bench on the floor.
There we go.
The nice finish by Wara. A lot of bench players out there right now for David Padgett. And they're praying.
We're all in on this one.
Crowd as loud as it's been all night. Dolezaj poked away. Good defense by Dwayne Sutton. 11 to shoot after immediate timeout.
No spade. Good.
Take advantage of that length and athleticism on the perimeter. Wara getting it done in transition.
Queen. Why not? That's why.
I thought if I dressed up like Reba, it would help sell my Smoky Mountain Barbecue. Try it in the tenders basket for just $4.99.
Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
The skills you can develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you an edge in the high-tech job.
Well, I mean, if I compare
training to take advantage of your interests in
face
science,
up here.
technology, engineering, and mathematics. Learn about all the STEM career opportunities at nationalguard.com.
Have you ever had car trouble in a place like this?
Yes, and it was like the worst experience of my life.
When I get into my car, I want to know it's going to get me from point A to point B.
Well, then I have some good news. Chevy's the only brand to receive J.D.
Yeah,
Power
we'll split it.
Dependability Awards
Well,
for
he probably
cars,
have a
trucks,
flush.
and SUVs 2
And
years
then
in a
what?
row.
I suck. Queens and
0%
sixes. No
financing
flash.
for 60 months or $2,250
That's what I thought. Good.
total cash
Good,
allowance
good.
on this Equinox LT when you finance with GM Financial.
Let's just take a break. It's almost like I rebought. I'm back to starting stack. Check out my positioning here. I went from 15 up to starting stack would be like what? 11? 11. Okay. I'm right where I need to be.
Manatees in novelty teas? Surprising.
38 minutes left of a registration. If I could get to 3,000,
What's not surprising? How much money Matt saved by
feeling
switching
good.
to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
I'm going to start with some balayage clip-ins, then razor cut up to a blunt angled lob. I'm dead. I'm back.
All right, so Syracuse now is at
Make your hair long, then cut it short to make it big.
minus
Okay,
2.5.
It's a pea protein gluten-free pate.
It's a burrito filled with plants pretending to be meat.
Last night took an L, but tonight I bounce back.
What's an L? The rap singer took a loss, and now he's okay again.
Right.
Living large.
Living with his mama.
Lifelong walk.
Doesn't have a car.
Entrepreneur?
Unemployed.
Oh! Yeah, you can get a mortgage that avoids PMI, but there's no way to avoid MIP on an FHA. Now,
This will help.
Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans makes the complex simple.
Right.
Understand the details and get approved in as few as 8 minutes.
Oh man, we got next break at 21 minutes.
This takes care of it. Thank you.
Rocket Mortgage, America's largest mortgage lender.
It's just a gray dot. No greater sign of credibility than the arrival shot. And look who's in the house. Trae Young. He's gone over 43 of his last 7. It's a blockbuster game. It's presented by Sonic. It's West Virginia.
So I really am
It's
looking for
Oklahoma.
Ace 4.
We're in Norman. That's
If there's an
coming up in about
Ace,
a half hour
I would
from
play
now,
it.
John.
But it's just not profitable to go low.
All right, Carl, and after West Virginia and Oklahoma at Sports Center, approximately 11 o'clock.
And the market took a nosedive today.
Look at some of the great highlights of this incredible freshman year for Trae Young. Steve Olbermann on where Tom Brady ranks. He's still the greatest of all time.
I think he's the GOAT.
500 plus yards, even losing in the Super Bowl.
At 40.
Crowd going crazy. And Howard held a finger up to his lips and piped down as he hits a huge 3. The lead back to 8 for Syracuse. They've led through much of the night now.
He's now 3 for 5 from 3 in this game. Boy, he and Battle have come to play tonight as Wara continues to contribute on the offensive end.
Bring it in. Bring it in.
Found their range here in the half court against that 2-3 zone. The question is, again, can they stop Battle? Can they stop Howard? And they've not been able to do that so far.
Moyer,
Take it.
Chuku attacks, and Battle couldn't keep it in the front court. And again, great effort by Moyer, and he's frustrated with himself. You wonder how much longer Jim Boeheim might not be. It's going to be right now. He answered the question. O'Shea Brissett coming back in with the 4 fouls.
What else we lose today? The stock market not looking good.
Extends the hand. No question about Moyer's effort level when you watch him play. Redshirt freshman on him.
I got out of Riot Blockchain just in time. Riot Blockchain down $10. Went down to 10. 12% it lost today.
I was going to say, you're working it well.
Bitcoin.
Moyer may have our job someday, and it won't be long from now. Howard, whoa! A one-handed scoop in traffic, and he has 20.
But again, look who was
Geez, there was nothing
there.
today that was
Remember I said
positive
earlier,
about that.
anytime they see Ryan McMahon guarding either of those 2 guards, Howard or Battle, they're going to look
How much is a
clear and
Bitcoin right
attack
now?
him right away.
War a long 3. He's been good. But
Bitcoin price 666 9.76 6,000.
He can make that shot, but I'd much rather have him take that shot on a reversal of the basketball, which Louisville did not get. It's good patience there.
Syracuse spreading the floor. Brissett didn't take long to get warm.
Goodbye, Bitcoin.
Jackson, air ball 3.
Although coaches, Dan Issel used to say, before you take that shot, you need to get a lather going, and his skin's pretty dry right now.
Nice pass by McMahon.
So we have a low here, a 76 we're drawing to. I see a 6 we already have. The ace I'm not concerned about. But do we want to play for a low? I do not. I want to wait for a little stud high. I mean, hold him.
It was, and it's his first.
Keep your eyes on 24 and white here as Mahmoud goes inside. Oh, I'm not sure about that one, my friend.
Well, he might have extended the right arm to shove Dolezaj away, but
It might have been worth it.
get an argument either way. Battle taking over the ball.
Let's see what we would have got. We would have got this card right there, a deuce. Paired our deuces, though.
Pull up 3. Wow.
Yeah, no disrespect for Ryan McMahon, but they are torching him wherever they find him on the floor. I think you got to make a substitution to get VJ King back into the game.
And King has gone to the bench, to the scorer's bench, to check in.
Syracuse +7 and the over.
Points for Battle, 20 for Howard. Again, carrying the load for Syracuse. Odell, he knew as soon as he let it go, it was off, jumped in the air, trying to give it a little help. So with 8 minutes to go, a Syracuse bucket would give the Orange the largest lead of the night. Brissett working on Perry, who got called for a reach-in foul, as the much bigger Brissett was about.
Tonight we have West Virginia +3 under 167.
Howard and Battle are carrying the Syracuse Orange on the offensive end. 37 points for those two. They've been able to knock down the 3-ball, but where they've excelled is getting to the rack to pull up James.
I have a pair, so
Battle in the lane with the finish.
I don't know. Sorry, guys.
I'm sorry, Leo. I know I'm late. Traffic on the Ponte Vecchio on a Monday.
Always late.
My wallet. Momento.
Card lock from Capital One. Instantly lock your card in case your card goes arrivederci.
Monna, that smile.
Technology this convenient could make history.
What's in your wallet?
Right.
It can be hard to let go.
That's it.
But you got this with Total Wireless.
All right, text me when you get inside. Don't forget. Love you.
Would you bet $875 right now to win 100?
On the nation's largest and most dependable 4G LTE
I'm not gonna touch it. Don't touch
and
it.
the hard things become a whole lot easier. Move to Total Wireless. It's $25 per line for 4 lines. No contract. Total Wireless. Total confidence.
Yeah. I teed up. I didn't see no speed bump. Yo, I teed up.
Queen 7? No. And where are we at right now as far as our buy-in? We have 30. How many minutes left? Refresh this. 30. 30 minutes.
I teed up. I teed up.
Man, 30 minutes. 15th place.
We'd do anything for
16th.
kids. Yet 1 in 6
I
children
got a pocket
in the US
pair.
struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you. Learn how at Feeding America.
When they test you, stand firm and move only when you hear the seatbelt click that says they're buckled in for the drive. Never give up.
Bold.
We'd do anything.
I'd rather have that in the big blind,
Yet
where
1
it's
in
only
6
200
children
more
in
to
the US
call.
struggle with hunger. Help end childhood hunger near you.
And this is where you
Learn
close your
how at
eyes,
Feeding
because if you do hit a 5 on this flop, then you'll be like, oh my god, I would have had 3 5s, but you cannot think that way.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you.
Recruited by Jim Boeheim before he went to play basketball in Duke and came back to Syracuse as a graduate to quarterback the football team in 2009. Now, after football season, he took advantage of being at Syracuse, and he would be around the basketball programs and make a point to go to opposing teams' practices and shoot-arounds whenever he could to learn from those coaches and network with them. So even as he continued his education at the esteemed Newhouse School, he was working on his basketball education as well.
Esteemed is a good word, Allison. Prestigious, whatever you want to call it, they all fit. Battle fouled on the drive. Craig Paul's a great guy, still has family in the Syracuse area. Imagine that, you go play basketball, score over 1,000 points at Duke, and then you come back to your hometown and play football, and you're the starting quarterback for a year. Set the single season passing completion percentage, about 67% completed that year, after not having played football, obviously, in years. And a terrific guy, too.
Yes, he is. It's Paulus's world, man. Next thing you know, he's going to be sitting over here next to you. with the headset on?
I don't know, man. I'm not letting you get away. Billis can make other plans for next Monday night.
This is it.
12-point lead, largest of the night for Syracuse. Now, Joe Lunardi with Syracuse with a win tonight has them as the first team out right now.
What's he got? Tens, jacks, some bullshit. Kings. Give me an ace.
There's a tip in.
Give me a spade.
That's a long way to go in this one. But Syracuse in the next 4 out. But he has them as the first team out of the field if they can pull off the upset against the Louisville team with a strong resume. Boy, good catch by Chuku. The pass by Brissett.
Not tonight. I'm done.
You make a great point about Louisville's
I'm
resume.
done.
Of the 7 losses that they have, the teams were either ranked then or are ranked now.
Well, their first loss was at Purdue, and that was a 1-point game down the stretch.
Top 3 team in the country now.
Seton Hall, ranked at the time, as you said. No disgrace there. They got blown out by Kentucky. That looks like an outlier now. They lost in overtime at Clemson, a top 20 team. They lost in overtime at Miami. They're in the top 25 again this week. We're down by 5 at Virginia with under 4 minutes to go. Wound up losing by 10. The only one that really, I think they were disappointed about that they couldn't explain was the loss to Florida State.
All right, well.
And I think this will be regarded as their worst.
I'm going to go watch some basketball.
Spalding the dunk. Excuse me. Yeah, Spalding from Mahmoud.
Again, they've done a great job in the half court of being able to get that basketball into that ACC area and make a play. That time it was a pass to that area and then a nice little drop down pass to Spalding underneath for Mahmoud. I've been really impressed throughout the course of this game.
Sucks. I can't do it anymore. I can't play. So I'm going to sign out and see you next time. Thanks for watching.
But he landed on that hand. He's had a